Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am super excited to do this. So I asked you on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to tell me some products that were on the lower price side. So I guess you would say drugstore priced, but that might be either dupes or better than a high-end product. So I went and got several of those. I haven't even tried them yet. I'm so excited to try them, but I am also peppering in some suggestions from me that I think are lower priced, but are equal of quality or better than high end. But I am super excited to say that today's video is sponsored by Dossier. So Dossier is a perfume company that reproduces classic high-end fragrances, and all of their fragrances are inspired by something else. So they are not exact dupes, they are inspired by. And if this gives you remnant memories of the 80s where we had designer imposter fragrances, let me tell you, it is nothing like that crap, even though I did use the crap out of that stuff when I was like 7 and 8 years old. The reason that I particularly like Dossier is because they are vegan and they are cruelty-free. When you're looking at perfumes and fragrances in general, it is really hard to find cruelty-free perfumes. So there might be so many that I've wanted to try over the years, but I don't personally buy non-cruelty-free perfumes. But this gives me a chance to actually have that scent, and I am so excited for some of these. But let's start by talking about the packaging real quick. All of their packaging is recyclable. So you get everything in a cardboard box, and inside you have a card that tells you all the details of that fragrance. It'll tell you the potency, it'll tell you the top notes, the middle notes. It just tells you all about the fragrances, and they are blunt and honest. They will tell you which fragrance inspired the Dossier fragrance. So you can see it right there on the packaging. The bottle is glass. The only plastic component is the pump, and my favorite part, the lid. Listen. It's magnetic. Most of their scents are only $29. There are a few that go up to as high as $59, but for the most part, they're $29. The two that I got were $29 each. These are huge bottles too. If you look, these are like significant size bottles. But what I also really like about it is that they have a great return policy. You have 30 days to decide whether or not you like this on your skin. So I've talked about this before. A lot of perfumes will smell amazing in the bottle, but I apply it to my skin and it smells like a dumpster fire with Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top, okay? So I like that they have this 30-day return policy, because if it smells great in the bottle, that's superb. But if it smells like dumpster fire Parmesan on me, I don't want it anymore. So it's completely risk-free. They will give you a full refund within 30 days. Fan-freaking-tastic. And the returned fragrances go to charity. So they work with a company called Give Back Box that puts the fragrances that you don't want in various charity boxes to give to things like women's shelters and things like that. So I really do like that. Let me tell you about the two perfumes that I got. So the first one is called Aquatic Coconut, and this is inspired by Maison Margiela's Beach Walk, which I've always liked the fragrance of because it literally smells like the beach to me. This, I think I like it better. And again, Maison Margiela is not a cruelty-free brand, so I was never going to buy that, to be honest. And this, cruelty-free, so I can buy it. But let's talk about the info that's on the card. So the top notes are bergamot. Is it bergamot? Bergamot. Pink pepper, lemon, and aquatic accord. The middle notes are ylang ylang, heliotrope flower, and coconut, and the base notes are musks, cedarwood, benzoin, and tonka bean. All I know is that this to me literally smells like a beach walk. It smells like you're on the boardwalk and you have sea salt air in your hair, and it's just amazing. And also this one on me wears throughout the day. Like, it changes throughout the day, if that makes sense. Like, at first I might smell really strongly just the sea salt, and then an hour later I'm like, oh look, there's coconut. This is the one I want to wear today because this is like very summery to me, and I'm holding on to every bit of summer. I love fall. I know y'all want your pumpkin spice lattes, and I do too. I love fall, but I hate winter, and winter comes after fall, so I'm gonna pretend it's still summer. I love this. Oh my God, it's so good. It's very salty though, like, if that makes sense. So this is fantastic. Let me tell you about the other one I got. You can tell I have a theme going here. So this one is Woody Sage, and this is inspired by Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt Cologne. It is exactly what it says. It has that kind of woody scent to it, but it's also very green. So that's where you get the sage from. It's very, very fresh smelling. I love this now, but I think that in springtime, I'm going to be wearing this every single day. So the top notes are fig tree and grapefruit. The middle notes are marine notes and amberette. I love amberette. And the base notes are clary sage and amberwood. So again, it does have that sort of like woodsy vibe, but it's also like really fresh. I don't know. Okay, but I'm just saying, like, I just keep smelling the aquatic coconut on myself. It's so damn good. Okay, but anyway, thank you so much to Dossier for sponsoring this video. I do have a coupon code for all of you. If you use the code GLITTER10 at checkout, you're going to save even more money. And these are $29 each. But also, if you bundle several fragrances, you get a discount. Everything's going to be listed in the description box down below. So let's move on to the makeup look. I have no idea what I'm going to do today. The eyeshadow I have is very colorful, so I think I'm feeling kind of spicy with that. But okay, let's get started. I think I'm going to start with my face makeup, and when I was looking for a foundation, because no one had suggested specifically a foundation they loved, when I was looking, I went to Ulta's bestseller list and was surprised that this one is at the very top because I feel like no one talks about it, but I've been obsessed with it for a long time. The Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. So these are $16 each, and I did buy 2 of them because that sort of makes my perfect color. This is I would say it's a true medium coverage. It goes on beautifully, and if you have dry skin, I feel like it's just so good. So I am going to mix my 2 colors on this palette. I cleaned these bottles off for you guys. You proud of me? Because they were disgusting. Okay, what I like to do is just kind of dot this all over my face first. And then I just pounce this in with a beauty sponge. What I love about this, though, is that you can still sort of see my freckles shining through. And also, do you see there's still a glow there? Like, it doesn't cover so heavily, but it definitely evens out my skin nicely. I love this foundation. Why is no one talking about it? For concealer, I grabbed 2. So the first one is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Creamy Concealer. This retails for $9, and I love it. But the one I want to talk about today is the Koki Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. This retails for around $8, depending on where you look. On Amazon, it's like $5. At Rite Aid, it's $7.50. At Walmart, it's like a little over $8. So it has some different pricing, but I love this concealer. It's very, again, like it says, I feel like it's very brightening, but it's also very hydrating. So for me, somebody with dry skin, somebody with a mature skin, it blends out like a dream. I really, really enjoy this concealer. You already see the brightening effect here, but I don't think it looks like that extreme brightening effect from like the mid-2000s when everyone was just white under the eyes. That was fucking creepy. I love the brightening effect this gives. Okay, so let's move on. What should we do next? All right, so this is one that was sort of recommended by you guys. You didn't tell me to get this specific item, but you said as far as a brand goes, this is one that you think is as good, if not better than high end, and I agree with you. When it came to eyeshadows, so many of you commented Colourpop. Colourpop has come such a long way. They do have some palettes that are not up to par. I will be the first one to say that, but I feel like for the most part, I have great luck with their eyeshadows. This is one I've never tried. So this is the newer Cabana Club palette. This retails for $18. Look at this color story. That's just tropical and beautifulness. But I love how they have these midtones in there that you can blend out with, as well as these bright, bright pops of shimmer. I'm really excited to try this. Okay, so let's get into this. I think I'm going to do what I always do, and I'm going to start with a gentle bit of rattan in the crease. Oh my gosh, do you see what I just did? This is why I can't have nice things. Damn it, Linda. All right, I'm going to take a bit of rattan and just gently put this in the crease. See, I feel like Colourpop shadows are great for, you know, experts, of course, but it's also great for beginners because I feel like in a lot of ways, these colors blend themselves out. So I really enjoy them. What is your favorite Colourpop palette of all time? I feel like that's a hard one. What is my favorite? I should answer my own question. I still love the Colourpop Yes Please palette. It's so, so cool. And it's just like, it's very sunsetty, but I still really enjoy that. That color blended out really nice. Ooh, or is it the Colourpop Raw Beauty Christie palette? Love that one too. What do I want to do here? These colors are so pretty. Like, I feel like You know what? I'm going to try this. We'll see how it goes. But I feel like I want to do a sunset eye with Go Bananas, which is matte in the inner corner, followed by Copa Cutie on the middle of the lid, and ending with Bahama Mama. So my lid will be 3 parts, and it'll hopefully be like an ombre effect. Let's see. I'm starting with Go Bananas. Matte yellows are notoriously difficult, so let's see how this one does. I always pack on matte yellows as opposed to swiping them because these go patchy real easily. This one's doing a nice job though. It's quite bright for not really having, usually I do it with like a white base, but look at that. It's not patchy. No, it's not patchy. It looks great. So I do think all matte yellows need a little bit of patience, so just pack it on, be a little chill. You know the drill, chill drill. All right, so now I want to take Copa Cutie, which is, again, this shimmery pink. It's got a very strong gold reflect. I want to wet my brush, though, so let's use the setting spray I'm going to be using in a minute. I have talked before about how my favorite setting spray of all time was MAC Fix Plus. I haven't used it in many years because they are not cruelty-free, and I'm always looking for a dupe. People always suggest dupes to me. They are never quite dupes, but somebody did suggest the NYX Bear With Me Prime Set Refresh Spray. I don't know, multitasking spray. It's got a lot of names here. It says that it gives 8-hour hydration, sensitive skin friendly, but right now I'm just using it to wet my brush. So I am going to load this up, this pretty pink, and spray. We're going to use this on the face later, but let's see how the, oh my, it's so hard to see, but this pink is so pretty. Oh my goodness. It's so metallic. Guys, I hate pink usually, but this is so pretty. Now, it is being a little difficult to blend with the matte, but I mean, I feel like that's kind of par for the course. I do love the spritz on this bottle. So you can kind of see, I just turned the lights way down. You can see how here it looks more pink, here it looks more gold. It shifts in the light. Now that side looks more pink. It's really pretty. It's kind of hard to see though on camera, but in person it's this kind of like vibrant pink gold. Love it. All right, I'm just gonna flip to the other side of the brush and go in with Bahama Mama, which is this super bright orange that I like. And that's gonna go on the outer third. The color difference is not that intense between those two colors, which is weird because in the pan, they're extraordinarily different. Yeah, it definitely looks like I'm kind of wearing one color on my lid. They're both really pretty, and one definitely has, like the orange one has more of a yellow shift, but okay. On the outer edge, I'm going in with Throw Shade, which is this super dark chocolate brown. It almost has a little bit of a purple tinge to it. And I just want to pat that on the very outer corner. I'm going to bring that a little bit into the crease as well. Their mattes always blend so nicely. They really do. And a little bit goes a long way. I think that looks kind of cute. But I do want to try Cool Off, which is this bright shimmery blue. I'm going to take that on like a smudger brush. Ooh, that looks like a lot of fallout. I'm going to wet this too and put this right under my eyes. So this is a shade that I would definitely suggest doing wet because it does have quite a bit of like glittery in it. It has glittery in it. And I do feel like you will get quite a bit of fallout if you don't wet the brush like I just did. Look at that little pop of blue. How cute. This palette performs consistently with other Colourpop palettes, I feel like. I really do like this one. I feel like the mattes perform really well. I'm a little bummed that these two colors were so similar on the lid. Like, I feel like you can't tell much of a difference, but it's still real cute. For liquid liner, the vote from you all was pretty overwhelming. You named something that I have been using for years, and I even went and bought a backup because you talked about it so much, but I'm going to use the one I have open, the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I compare this very strongly to the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I love this. My only gripe about this, is that I feel like the lid of it is ever so slightly too small. So it's kind of hard to see, but this does have a brush tip, so it has bristles. I got this smashed into the lid and several bristles just broke off and got all wonky. That's my only gripe, but other than that, I think it's great. I think this is a great liner for beginners and experts alike. We'll see if I'm gonna do a wing today. I usually do. Let's see. It just goes on so damn easily. Let's do a little wing, just like little baby wing. I say that, and I'm about to turn into Amy Winehouse. It's gonna happen. You guys, I just did a baby wing. Mark down this date on your calendar. I did a baby wing, and they're fairly even. They're not absolutely terrible. Oh my God. Look, mark it in your calendar now. So impressed. Before we move on to mascara, I want to let that liner dry a little bit. For eyebrows, again, your vote was overwhelming, and this is another thing I have tried before. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which I personally like better than the famous Anastasia Brow Wiz. I've used that before. It's okay. I like it. I don't see any difference between that and this. And this is what, like $9? This is $10. $10, and it lasts me forever. So on one side, you have a little spoolie. So I always use this just to kind of brush my brows into place. And then on the other side, we have the brow pencil. I use just the shade Brunette. Now, I will admit, I like a brow pomade to hold my brows in place, and I haven't found a drugstore one I've loved yet. I did try the NYX Brow Glue, and I like that, but I feel like it's very easy to go overboard, and your eyebrows will get white and crusty and look like there's semen in them, which I'm not really about that semen eyebrow life, but if you are, that's the product for you. So I apply it very lightly, and then I go back in with the spoolie and just kind of comb them into place. Look at that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. My bangs are covering them anyway. That's cool. All right, I have never tried this, but several of you recommended this. As far as mascara, the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. So many of you said that this is your new favorite. I believe that you said it sort of reminds you of the Bite Upswing Mascara. I'm really curious because, like I said, so many of you recommended this one. So let's take a look. This retailed for only $7. The tube definitely feels kind of plasticky, but who cares? It's the stuff inside. Ooh, I love the brush. So we have this hourglass shaped brush, and it's got very fine bristles. It's not plastic, it's actual bristles. Ooh, this looks lovely. I'm gonna do just one eye and then we'll take a look. I am not going to curl my lashes. This is supposed to be mega volume and lifting, so I wanna see if it does any lifting on its own. Let's see. Oh yeah, oh, woo, yes. All right, this is just one coat. You can see here what it looks like. I think it looks great. It really is still separating my lashes, but it puts a lot of volume right at the base, which is my favorite. I'm going to do a second coat. Do you guys see the volume and length on these? This is kind of crazy. Drugstore mascaras have been letting me down recently. This one is not. It's like big fluffy lashes. It's a big mood. Going to do 2 coats on the other eye. You guys, this is amazing. This is amazing. I really like this. It definitely gave a good amount of volume, a good amount of length, and I do feel like it lifted them up a little bit, like it sort of curled them a little bit. This is awesome. For blush, I am going with an oldie but a goodie. There is a reason that this is a cult favorite at the drugstore, and I do feel like it is better than so many pressed powder blushes that I have tried, and that is the Milani Luminoso. This is old packaging even. I love this. It is just a beautiful flushed pink, but at the same time it has this sheen to it that is just so pretty, and I feel like it's flattering on so many skin tones. But just look at that. That's a glow just from the blush, if you can see that. I love it, I love it, I love it. I feel like it gives such a pretty flush to the skin. Look at that. Ooh. All right, before we try the lips, we are gonna try this setting spray on my face. Again, this is the NYX Bear With Me Multitasking Spray. I can tell you, I already love the spray on it. Look how long it sprays for. Like, that's a long spray, and it's a very fine mist. It's good for sensitive skin, so I'll admit I don't smell anything, which is something I do like about the Fix Plus. But let's see how it feels. This feels really nice. Let's see what it did to my skin. Yeah, you know what? Holy crap. This kind of did what I like my setting sprays to do. You don't see any droplets at all, and it just kind of melted everything together, especially because I just used that powder. You can't tell. It looks like a cream blush almost. It looks smooth and oh my God, it's beautiful. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is, they do say prime, set, and refresh. I don't know if this is something that would last for a really long time, like say the Urban Decay All-Nighter, but it does feel really nice. I didn't use this as a primer. Guess I could have done that, but we are going to move on to the lips. Several of you recommended this, and I'm so curious. So I've never tried this before. Juvia's Place lipstick. Now, not just Juvia's Place lipstick, but this specific color. The color is called, wow, that packaging though. Ooh, the color is called 2020. Shitty name for a product. But this is supposed to be an exact dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. It looks really beautiful. So this is kind of just a dusty mauve. Interesting. I want to show you the texture if I can. I don't know if you can see the texture on the lipstick, but it is like almost grainy looking. Very strange. Yeah, I can't really explain it. It's not like we're talking about Jaclyn Hill hair and plastic in here or something like that. But also, this is a very warm tone look and a very cool tone lipstick, but we're going to give this a shot. I do like the shape a lot. That way I can get really into my lip line. This is one of the creamiest lipsticks from the drugstore I've ever used. Ever. This retails for $14. So this is not the cheapest lipstick you can buy at the drugstore. I will say that, but the quality feels like high-end. It absolutely feels like a high-end lipstick. This feels like a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. It's very hydrating, very creamy. This color is beautiful. Whew, okay. All right, let's go over everything real quick. So the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation, I love this. I've talked about this before. I think it's fantastic. Again, you can still see my skin coming through. You can still see my freckles, my age spots, whatever. And I personally love that. If you like full coverage, you will not like this, but I love this for a medium light coverage. The concealer, look at the brightening under my eyes. Like it's visibly bright under my eyes, and I think it's beautiful and creamy and just yummy. Now, this palette, I'm a tiny bit on the fence, only a tiny bit though, because I loved it, and I actually really like the look I came out with. I think maybe there are some other Colourpop palettes that perform a little bit better, but I really like this color story a lot. Like this is a very Linda kind of color story, these warm tropical colors, and this is a very old school Linda eye. I really, really like it with the blue underneath. It's very shimmery, it's very pretty, and it looks like it hasn't really gone anywhere. I really like it. NYX Epic Ink Liner, this is a favorite for a reason. This is such a high favorite. If you're looking for a liquid liner, buy it. I don't know what else to say to you. Micro brow pencil, again, I really do like this. And what's funny is I use this every day, but I will admit that when it comes to brow products, right now where I am in my life, I haven't found drugstore that I like better than high-end. I still love my Patrick Ta Major Brow Shaping Wax. I still love the Merit 1980 Brow. Even Glossier Boy Brow I love. This is good, and I do use this to fill in some sparse areas, but it's not something I like better than high-end. I like it better than the version of this pencil high-end, which is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I don't know. Tell me about your drugstore brow products that you love, because I haven't found any yet. This mascara it might be the winner. Is the mascara the winner? I think the mascara is the winner. The e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. So again, my lashes are completely dry. If you like volume, I think this is great. I think this rivals, it's not quite there, but this rivals my all-time favorite, which is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. It gives volume, it gives length, and it's just, I don't know. I think it's pretty good. The Milani Luminoso, this will always be a favorite. It will always be a favorite, and every time I use it, I'm like, why am I not using this more often? I don't know about the other colors. I'll be honest, I never even tried them. This one is just so good that I feel like it's all I need in my life. Love. I'm very impressed with this lipstick. Very impressed. I was very hesitant because I have not had good luck with lipsticks from the drugstore. I like very, very creamy lipsticks, but I like them to be completely opaque at the same time. Not necessarily matte. This is not matte. This is like a satin. This is amazing. It is so good. So if you've used Juvia's Place lipsticks, tell me your absolute favorite in the comments below. And I really like this spray. I really like the spray. I like everything. It's not sticky at all. My makeup settled down so nicely. Like the way that this does not look like powder anymore, I'm kind of blown away. I almost wish I had a product to like crap on for you guys, but I don't. It's all so good. And then last but certainly not least, my Dossier Aquatic Coconut. I just keep smelling myself. I keep smelling myself. And I always start off small. That's the way I work with this perfume. I start off, I do like one spritz and then I go like this and I'm like, ooh. And then I'm just like, bitch, I want to bathe in this. Don't spray it in your mouth though. Not recommended. This is just so beautiful. And there are like times when I get these floral notes from this too. And I usually don't like floral, but it's so good. It's the salt, the saltiness. So again, thank you so much to Dossier for sponsoring this video. Again, if you use my code GlitterFallout10, you will save some money. Everything's going to be in the description box down below, along with links to everything I used today. And as always, those are affiliate links. So if you do shop through those, I do get a tiny kickback. So thank you so much for doing that. But that is it. I'm really excited with this video because I feel like I haven't tried a bunch of drugstore stuff in a long time, and it's gotten so much better. It's gotten so much better than it used to be. Am I right? So I want you to leave in the comments down below if you have a drugstore product that is a dupe for a higher end, if you have a drugstore product that you just like better than anything high end, like it's your absolute favorite, let me know in the comments. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video and this makeup look. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. That really does help out my channel. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always, and forever, you are super freaking rock stars, and I love you so much with my whole heart. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.